Dr. King, take one.
I am Dr. Susie King, and this is my story. When I was asked to do this, I really had to stop and think and determine where did my story begin. When I was born, I was actually put up for adoption, and I lived the first several months of my life in foster care until I was adopted by the most amazing parents in the world. And when I was brought home, I joined my older brother, who's also adopted, and he's 2 years older than I am. And then my little brother was born 2 years later. I was so blessed to have a household that was just filled with light and love and laughter. And my parents, both educators, both teachers, they really instilled in me the value of education and how important it was to really take hold of your education and make it everything you could possibly make it. Fast forward now to high school, and I can honestly say I hated high school. I really had a very difficult time in high school because I was introverted. Now, at 57, I look back and say, if I had really gotten involved in high school, I would have probably had a much better 4 years. I did graduate as I didn't really know what I wanted to do from there. I enrolled at Miami-Dade Community College, and shortly after I met the love of my life. So I did graduate from Miami-Dade Community College with an associate's degree and I began working as a paralegal at a law firm in Coral Gables. I worked at a law firm that specialized in foreclosures, and every time I finished a foreclosure, I felt like I lost a little piece of my heart because I was really hurting people, and that was not me. I want to help people, not hurt people. So I left there, and I began selling plants at a wholesale plant nursery out by my house in the Redlands, the house that my husband and I built. And I really enjoyed that job. I had a great time. I was able to go outside, be inside. I met all kinds of people, and was able to talk to different people until September 9th, 1990, when my world came crashing down. My husband and I were hit almost directly head-on by a drunk driver, and he was killed in the crash. After he was killed, I remember, thinking like, what now? Like, where is my life going? Because everything that I had planned, all my hopes and my dreams were gone. Due to my injuries, I had to live with my parents again for about 3 months. I had to learn to walk. I had to learn to feed myself again. I was pretty beaten up. I'll never forget though, I did have a firefighter come to me and said, the last thing your husband did in his life was save yours. He took a bit of a turn in the wheel and took the full impact on the front corner, and he was killed instantly. So once I could take care of myself again, I moved back to our home and went back to work at the wholesale plant nursery, only to decide that was just not what I needed to do anymore, and I was really struggling and really trying to figure out what was my life now. So I took some advice, of course, from my parents, who are the most unbelievable people, and I entered therapy. I went and I saw a counselor and talked things out and learned to accept what I couldn't change, but also I learned to dig deep inside myself and figure out, what did I really want? What was my goal? What was I wanted? What did I want from life? So doing that, I decided, I always wanted to be a teacher. And so I did. I went back to school, and I enrolled at Florida International University, and I decided I was going to do this. And so I enrolled in 18 credits, and I just was going to get this done and become a teacher. If you're listening to my story and you have experienced trauma, heartbreak, if you've experienced challenges, just my advice to you would be seek help when you need help. There's no shame in asking for help. and believe in yourself. There is nothing you can't do when you put your mind to it.